ഇപ്പൊ സ്ക്രീനിൽ പോണ അതിന്നാ ഇത് കാണണല്ലേ അതിന്നാ പേപ്പർ അതിന്ന്. ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഇത് നോക്കണത് ഈ യൂട്യൂബ് ഇടാൻ പറ്റും നോക്കണേ. അത് കുഴപ്പമില്ല. മറ്റേ ലിങ്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ കാണുന്നവർ അത് അത്ര ഷെയർ ചെയ്തു. അതിൽ എനിക്ക് കുറച്ചുകൂടി മറ്റേ പ്രസൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യണവർ റെഡിയാണ്. ഇത് ഇട്ടിട്ടുള്ളത് ഒരു ഡിലേ വരും. ഇത് നോക്കട്ടെ.
ഇങ്ങനത്തെ വെയിറ്റ് വെക്കണ്ടല്ലേ? ശരിയാവുണ്ടായിരുന്നല്ലേ? അത് തുടങ്ങട്ടെ മിസ്. അപ്പോഴേക്കും അതെ സാർ അപ്പോഴേക്കും ശരിയായിക്കോളൂ.
ആ,
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. As you all know, the agenda of today's presentation is Artificial Intelligence Driven Approaches for Achieving Sustainable Development Goals. On a side note, we were expecting Mr. Sherimon PC to preside over this session, but he was unexpectedly hospitalized. I pray him a quick recovery. Fortunately, his wife, Dr. Vinu Sherimon, who is also a professor, is here with us. Dr. Vinu Sherimon is a faculty member at the Department of Information Technology, the University of Technology and Applied Science, Muscat, Oman. She has 23 years of teaching, research, and administrative experience in different institutions. She is a former lecturer at the School of Computer Sciences, Mahatma Gandhi University, India. She holds 2 master's degrees in computer science and information technology and a PhD degree in computer science. She was a member in the publication for the first National Research Award from the Research Council, TRC, Government of Oman. She is awarded COVID-19 Research Project from the Government of Oman 2020. She serves as the co-principal investigator of numerous research projects funded by the Research Council, Oman, and other funding agencies. She has published more than 40 research papers in indexed journals like Springer, Elsevier, ACM, etc., and has presented papers in various international conferences. She has also delivered keynote addresses in various conferences. She worked as a chair and scientific committee member in various conferences. She serves as a reviewer of TRC and other international journals. My name is Joel Eldo from Computer Science Department of SNGCE, and it is my honor to present to you our today's guest of honor, Dr. Vinu Sherimon.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for your introduction. I would like to thank the organizers of the college, Sri Narayana College of Engineering, for organizing such an international conference on machine intelligence in research and development. Thank you very much for inviting me to deliver the keynote. Best wishes to all the participants. I have seen quite a number of paper presentations are scheduled at, I think, 2:45 onwards. So best wishes to all the participants. And once again, thank you very much, the organizers of Sri Narayana College of Engineering, for organizing such an international conference. Hope the screen is visible. Is it fine? The screen is fine?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So welcome to my presentation. Today's topic is Artificial Intelligence Driven Approaches for Achieving Sustainable Development Goals. So the conference, it is aligned to the topic of the conference. So AI Driven Approaches. So I am going to focus on the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. So before going to the Sustainable Development Goals, we can see the 5 pillars, I can say, 5 pillars of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So these are the 5 P's of sustainable development. So this 2030 agenda focus on people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. Okay, so when you see these 5 keywords, unfortunately, we don't have, this is a timely topic, I can say. We know the situation, current situation around the globe, not only in one country, it's there everywhere. Okay, we don't know whether peace is there, prosperity is there, how the people are living, is there any healthy living, partnership, collaborations exist, or it's just for namesake. So this is a very, I can say this is a very timely topic we have to think. So the first concept or the first pillar focuses on people. End poverty and hunger in all their forms and dimensions and ensure a healthy life to all people. So when we come to the sustainable development goals, few goals are focused on this pillar, people. And no poverty, no hunger. So this is the first one. Then comes planet. So prevent environmental deteriorations, save our natural resources. And you know about global warming. So take quick, prompt decisions, actions on the climate changes so that we can meet the demands of the current, not only the current, the future generations also. So this is the second one, planet. The next important one is prosperity. So make sure that all people live happily and fulfilled lives in harmony. So this is a very important word now. Okay, are we living in harmony or not? Or who is stopping us to live in harmony? Okay. So these are just in papers, I can say. These are just agenda written in documents, just documented. Okay. The implementation, we don't know when it will get implemented, or is there any appropriate actions to implement to make sure that these are all achieved. So we don't know about these things. Are we having a prosperous life? We are having a happy life or not? Next comes peace. Nurture societies that are peaceful, open-minded, and free of fear and violence. This is another important thing we all have to think. So build up societies that are peaceful, open-minded, and free of fear and violence. So this is the fourth one pillar. Next is partnership. Strengthen global collaboration. Not only global collaboration, okay, wherever possible, to build a peaceful life, to save the society from all these issues and problems that we see now. Make collaborations, partnerships with all the stakeholders, whoever possible, with a particular focus on the needs of the poorest and most vulnerable people in the society. So the focus, like the developed nations, should focus more on the developing nations, focus on the poor people or the vulnerable people in the society. So all these 5 pillars were the agenda to develop the sustainable development goals of UN. Okay, and this is aimed to achieve by 2030. Okay, now slowly the countries were slowly progressing towards these goals, but unfortunately, you know, because of the pandemic, again, many goals, we don't know whether we will be able to achieve it by 2030. Each country, each nation is having their own policies for that. So we will see what are the goals coming under these 5 pillars and how research can help, or particularly artificial intelligence based research. Now, talking about the history of these strategic or sustainable development goals, world leaders met in 2015 and this was formed, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Previously, it was MDG, Millennium Development Goals, okay, and there were a lot of shortcomings for these goals, and it was revised to be Sustainable Development Goals and 17. So this was endorsed by world leaders in September 2015 and it came into effect in 2016 to achieve these 17 goals, and there are, I think, around 169 targets for these 17 goals by 2030. So these goals, which we have seen before, they are focusing on these 5 pillars. These goals were created out of a desire to solve humanity's universal challenges. So they address poverty levels, people's living standards and the environment. Okay, now we will see how research can play a major role in stimulating or achieving these goals. Okay, so we have a lot of processes and procedures. So we can see how scientific research, because even if any universal truth, or we can say that this is the already established one, but still we need proofs, scientific proofs, justifications. Okay, if you take up that topic as a research, we need justification, we need scientific proofs for that. So the solution is to do scientifically research on that particular topic. So these 17 sustainable development goals are actually for every country. Every country is having their own policies, or they all contribute, and then only by 2030 it can be achieved. Okay, so it covers all the 5 pillars. So it's for us actually. It's for people, it's for the planet, it's for prosperity. So it's for the human beings, healthy life, peaceful life, to live in harmony. So research plays a critical role in positively stimulating the processes and procedures required to make this a reality. Okay, so we will see the 17 sustainable goals. Okay, so we will come to one by one later. So these are the 17 sustainable development goals. Okay. Now coming to the importance of scientific research. So I mentioned before, scientific research is very important for all the developments, progresses, advancements. Okay, so it's very critical. So it's a key to address issues concerning food security, water management, ocean sustainability, poverty eradication, health issues. So for everything, we have now scientific proven solutions, or we have a lot of research going on to address all these types of issues. So our scientific or our sustainable development goals are similar. It's not anything different. It's all connected. It's all linked together. Now I would like to quote one agreement here, like our SDG, Sustainable Development Agreement. Okay, similar to that, there is a Paris Agreement. Okay, it's a very historic landmark, I can say. This is address the climate changes, global warming, actually to reduce it to 1.52 degrees Celsius. So this is an agreement. Why it is a historic landmark? Nearly every country signed in 2015 to this agreement. Okay, so you know how much difficulty is it to come to a consensus. Okay. Even if you take one college, okay, to approve a policy among the departments to come to an agreement, it will be very difficult. It should be agreed upon by every department to approve a policy. Okay, so just think about 197 countries, almost all, except 2-3 countries back out. They agreed, or they came to a consensus for this agreement to address the issues of climate changes, because they found that it's very important. After a few years, what will happen, we don't know. So this is a very critical. So it's possible, but lot of collaborations, lot of meetings, all these are needed to come to this level. So this is one example I would like to quote, Paris Agreement. So this very rarely we can see all nations agree to one particular issue. So this is, it's ongoing, the Paris Agreement. So this is a historical international agreement. So around 197 countries are collaborating to this. So just I want to focus one agreement. Now coming to methods and approaches. So we have seen sustainable development goals we have. Okay. Now how, as a person, how we can contribute to that? At least one goal. If our research topic is aligned to this one goal, okay, your research will be very valuable. Okay, it can reach up to international level, or it can be approved in a very global way, instead of just focusing on national things. So this is the important thing, interdisciplinary collaboration. Nowadays, particularly when you take computer science, our computer science methods and procedures we are applying in other domains. Okay, mainly I can say health domain. So lot of applications. If you are concentrating on applied research, then you can see lot of applications are there, health applications where you apply all the machine learning or AI based approaches. So interdisciplinary collaboration across disciplines, from natural sciences to engineering to social sciences, humanities, any discipline, whichever discipline you belong, it's okay. You can have multiple disciplines and then you can collaborate and work together. So this is essential to address the social, economic and environmental components of sustainable development, thus bridging academic boundary. So we don't have any boundary now. Nobody is telling like you have to concentrate on one particular academy, one discipline. No, you are free to collaborate with multiple. Okay, that increases the value of your research. So that we have seen in the past 2 years. Okay, COVID-19, lot of issues. It brought lot of issues to all the nations. No doubt in that. But at the same time, we can see the development of the technologies. Okay, so I know I can say that now every person, they know how to work in Zoom, what are the other possible e-learning platforms. Everything is clear to all the schools, even in rural areas. We have every school, they quickly shifted to this. Okay, because we cannot stop the education, we cannot close, we cannot shut down this for a long time. So this COVID-19 equally brought some positive approaches. So people started to think how we can do that, okay, how to conduct classes. So new approaches, not only in the health domain, yes, they were doing a lot of research on developing vaccines or other type of treatments, but equally other researches were also booming. So you can see 2020 and 2021, lot of research publications in different disciplines. Okay, so we can see all these things. So new approaches and treatment methods based on basic research, how this virus came from, where it came, what is the origin, okay, the predictions, nationwide predictions, okay, how it affected businesses, the impact, many different dimensions we were able to explore again. Okay, innovation of new antibiotics. So we can see even by the vaccines at the beginning, 1 or 2 were slowly we can see the number increased. The therapies, AI-enabled predictions, lot of research papers we can see. AI-enabled predictions, okay, how many will be in the ICU, how many will be in the different severe cases. Many different types of predictions. Studies on infected people, psychological issues. This was also the pre-COVID and post-COVID. Now a lot of research is going on in that. Okay, those who were infected, what was their problem? When they were isolated, lot of issues, and even deaths occurred when they were isolated. They were not able to manage. So psychological issues. So that one area. Impact of such diseases on the global economy and other factors. So COVID-19 brought a lot of opportunities for research. Now coming to AI driven approaches. So our topic is related to how we can address the sustainable development goals, okay, using artificial intelligence driven approaches. So I have few suggestions. There are a lot. You can have many more ideas. So the first goal is no poverty. This is the first goal of sustainable development goal. First one is no poverty. Okay, so you can have some advisory information systems on financial and economic education of families. Okay, so AI-based information system for suggestions on their financial and economic conditions. Free digital platforms can be developed. Then we can, if you are good in big data, we can have big data analysis of economic data of the population. Maybe you concentrate on one particular state or one particular territory, and then you can have an analysis, and then you can give recommendations or suggestions. So this some suggestions how to address the first goal, no poverty. Then second SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, is zero hunger. Zero hunger. So by 2030, the nations are aiming to have zero hunger. So in this direction, what we can have, you know about the disruptive technologies, IR 4.0, all the augmented reality, blockchain, all the 3D printing, all the technologies are there, and they are disrupting different domains. So for addressing this goal, you can have virtual reality or augmented reality solutions for healthy eating guidelines for the population. So this is like a sort of awareness. Okay, augmented reality solutions. These are like very booming now. So this is like really helpful for the children to understand about the food, the healthy food or the guidelines. Then production and supply of traceable food via blockchain. So blockchain, hope since this is majority of the participants are from IT background, you know about blockchain technology. So if you want a secure data storage, you can have blockchain and be easy to trace the history of the product. Whatever product you buy from the market, we want to know how it was produced, how it was manufactured, what are the fertilizers used. So some sort of traceability is possible. You can propose a solution using blockchain technology. So this is how you can address the second goal. Then comes the third goal. Okay, a lot of topics we can find here in goal number 3, because it's about good health and well-being of people. So you can see, as I mentioned before, AI is more applied to health domain. Okay, in the form of machine learning algorithms to analyze X-rays. So during COVID-19, a lot of systems were developed, okay, that can assist the medical doctors in analyzing the chest X-rays to find about the possibility of pneumonia or something like that, or any type of clinical decision support system. Okay, I'm not saying it will be a complete replacement of medical doctors, but to an extent, you know, if you implement the clinical guidelines, okay, we are training the machine, okay, so that the doctors will get support once the X-rays are analyzed. Okay, different possibilities can be ruled out. Okay, so it will be really helpful for at least the junior doctors who are just starting their career. Okay, and there is also a negative consequence also, you can see, because you know the machine will behave whatever according to whatever we have trained. Training is very important. That means the data. So data is very critical in these systems. You have to give correct data, correct training, and because it's not completely mimicking the human intelligence. Okay, so there is a 1% error. The chance is there. So that's why I'm telling it. These systems, whatever you develop for the health domain, they are like assisting the doctors. They are assisting the doctors, just giving suggestions and recommendations. So you can see integration of multiple medical and health data using big data technologies, information systems that provide advice on health safety, detection of diseases and control, medical prediction and diagnosis using AI. So like some diseases can be predicted early. A lot of research is going on, the cancer, many research is going on, like early prediction. Okay, so these are all aiming towards good health and well-being. So these are the first 3 goals and how AI can help. Now coming to the next 3, the goal number 4 is quality education. Okay, so same thing. When COVID-19 came, okay, we were all looking for different platforms. Okay, how we can run the schools, how we can run the universities. And a lot of educational providers worldwide. They offer free platforms, free courses to all the universities. One example, I think you know about Coursera. Coursera offer their courses free to all the universities around the world. You just apply, they were giving it free. And those courses were delivered from world-class universities, the professors from world-class universities. So quality education. Now, how we can develop a course, our own course, and put it in any channels, or you start your own channels. The use of virtual augmented reality technique, mobile applications, disseminate the technical content and support the education. Okay, open and free education platforms. So this is what I was mentioning, free education platforms. So a lot of initiatives were there in that directions, particularly because of COVID-19. Before that, we were not thinking much about utilizing Zoom. It was there, but not this much. Okay, so a lot of even Teams, many Google, all were utilized to deliver the academic related content. So free education platforms with recommended content to encourage continuous learning, lifelong learning. Quality education, provide quality education to all people. So you can have some research, okay? You can have your proposal, how to improve, how to deliver quality education. Conversation assistant for managing the academic and teaching quality assessments. So how to conduct assessments. So all these comes under goal number 4, quality education. Then comes gender equality, as everywhere it is mentioned. More opportunities for women and girls. Maybe sometimes we can see some jobs are just exclusively for men. They are kept, or maybe trainings are not enough for just focusing on girls and women. Specialized training can be provided in new technologies, AI-enabled monitoring digital platforms. So that can be developed to monitor the any gender bias is there. So this is another goal, gender equality. Then comes clean water and sanitation. So you know about IoT, Internet of Things, and we have IIoT also. When you apply it in industries, it becomes IIoT. So that also we can see everywhere we have IoT sensors, okay, to sense, to take the data. And these data, it will come under big data, because huge amount of data is collected by these IoT sensors. So normal database technologies are not enough to handle. So we have big data technologies. So same IoT you can utilize, monitor water installations, ecosystems, so that ensure clean water, the availability of clean water and the sanitations to all the people. Again, machine learning algorithms can be used here for like a prediction model for existing water systems. So this is SDG 6. Then comes goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. So here we can use, one suggestion is we can use blockchain technology to control the traceability and better monitor financial flows for investment in clean and renewable energy. This is very important to invest or to find, to propose solutions for this renewable energy. We can employ robots to reduce maintenance cost. Okay, so you can see that in some areas, particularly these oil rigs and all, which is very difficult to employ humans to assist or to have maintenance. So this case we can have robots. Okay, so you can see that robots are now exploring the world. Every domain, in every application, we can introduce these humanoids. Then goal number 8 talks about decent work and economic growth. So free platforms accessible for the dissemination of services offered by professionals, self-employed and freelance. Universal access to the internet and computer as the basis for access to banking and other credit and tax processing services. So make available free platforms, or at least those who are offering the free services, disseminate these things to the society. Okay, universal access to the internet, free access. So this goal talks about a decent work and thereby achieving the economic growth. Then comes innovations. Goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. So digital transformation of economy to support startups. This is also questionable. It depends on the place where we have, whether the government is supporting the startups innovation. If you have an innovative thing, okay, whether the funds are available or not. Or another option here is you can go for patents. Okay, if you are having an innovative, you have an innovation, a product or any kind of system, you can have patent for that. Okay, so give more importance to the infrastructure innovation related. Okay, so AI can support that. Goal number 10, reduced inequalities between the countries. Okay, so this was also going in a steady increase, but again COVID-19 made a stop to all these goals. It affected the progression of the achievement towards these goals. So accessible digital platforms for education on cultural data from countries and foreign language teaching, technological support using virtual reality for small and medium companies regarding digital resources for globalization. So this is another option for goal number 10 to reduce inequalities. Then goal number 11 talks about smart cities, sustainable cities and communities. So development of sustainable cities and communities for the people. So smart action, rescue plan using IoT to support any emergencies coming in the areas. Smart cities for citizen information and monitoring of social aspects. AI can play a very good role in all these goals. Coming to goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. So you can apply AI technologies for the production in factories, supply networks and common places of consumption. Again, coming to robotics for virtual experimentation in production process. Because, sometimes simulations we are not able to do it in a real environment, or due to some issues, we cannot do it in real environment. So we have all these virtual platforms, virtual experiments you can conduct using robots. So this is goal number 12. Then coming to 13, goal number 13 talks about climate. Okay, climate action. So AI using a robot for real-time natural disaster predictions. So I think many research is going on in this area. You have drones and sensors and robots to find out any, to predict or forecast any natural disasters. Okay, smart cities to optimize urban traffic by reducing pollution. So these are some solutions to attain a standard level of climate action. Then we have two goals here. Goal number 14, life below water. So this talks about all our marine resources. Monitoring AI using drones, IoT technologies, IoT sensors to detect any predatory fishing and actions against the environment. Because you can see that it's not like the previous era. We don't have enough fish wealth. Okay, we can see a lot of pollutions. Our oceans, seas, all are polluted. We are not able to get the marine resources, or they are not preserved in a correct manner. So we can have AI-based systems to monitor any type of predatory fishing. Okay, and any issues are there in the environment. You can have AI for early detection of pollution and solid waste. It's a very crucial issue now. Okay, life below water. So there is a goal, sustainable development goal number 14, which addresses this. Same like life below water, we have goal number 15, life on land. Life on land, robotics for early detection of crop diseases, loss reduction. So all the agriculture, all those things comes under here. Machine learning for early fire detection, prediction using IoT technologies. So this is goal number 15, life on land. Now we have two more goals. Last goal talks about peace, justice, and strong institutions. So digital educational platforms for the integration of citizens into the judicial system. You can propose some platforms. Integrated digital expert systems of criminal evidence in supporting the processes in the judiciary. So this is two different options. Then last one is the partnership. So the collaboration. Virtual augmented reality for facilitating global alliances. Machine learning for any sort of business alliances. So altogether, all the sustainable development goals are focusing on the previously said 5 pillars. Okay, so all these 17 goals are expected. Okay, when they made this agreement in 2015, they were expecting to achieve the target. There are a lot of targets coming under each of these goals. So they were focusing, or they were trying to, or they were anticipating this to achieve by 2030. Okay, but in between every goal, when I read the UN website, for every target, it was actually a progress, but the last 2 years made a big issue to some of the targets, some of the goals. Okay, so still we have few more years. Let us see. Now coming to, I have few projects here in Oman. So why I mentioned about all these goals is, when we start research, or suppose you have already a PhD holder, and then you want to do some research, another research, and you can have some funding opportunities. So if you can prepare a proposal which is linked to any one of these goals, okay, the value of your proposal will be very high. Because when we assess the proposals, or when the proposals are reviewed, you can strongly say that this proposal addresses the target number, this one of goal, this in sustainable development goal. Because maybe we'll think, okay, this is for the nation, but as a person, we also can contribute to each one of this. Okay, because any topic, if you say these 17 goals, any topic, maybe we don't know the topic, the research topic is aligned to one of these. Okay, but we have to write this research proposal addresses this particular SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, goal number 2 or goal number 5. Okay, so the value will be increased. Again, those who wish to do research, or those who don't know what topic you have to choose, you can go through these goals, then find out different way. Think about all these. When we see the UN website, each goal and the publications are given there. So you can just read and understand. Not only for computer science, any disciplines, we can have solutions to achieve these goals. So those who maybe we are stuck, we don't know which topic to choose for research. So this is a best option, okay, because you are contributing to achieve this sustainable development goal. So I'll show some of our ongoing research projects which are aligned with the SDG. We have one project, clinical decision support system for early detection of Alzheimer's. Okay, so this comes under goal number 3, good health and well-being.
Recording in progress.
It's almost going to end. We have developed a humanoid to conduct the mini mental state examination. That is a test where they check the level of Alzheimer in the patients. So currently it is done manually by the medical practitioner. So we have developed a system, okay, an AI based, where the questions will be asked and the patient or the caretaker can give the answer. So this research is just going to complete. Then we have another project, MOOC Oman, development of a massive open online course. So this is like Coursera. We have developed a framework, particularly for Oman, so that we all depend on Coursera, Udemy, all the other educational platforms. So we thought, why we can't develop one platform our own? So this is a project which is going on. So this comes under goal number 4, quality education. Then we have another project, intelligent decision support system for ensuring water quality in Sultanate of Oman. This is based on ontology. So this comes under clean water and sanitation. Then blockchain, we have 2 projects. One is to improve the efficiency and transparency of the fund allocation. So this is the body which monitors the allocation of funds in Oman. Okay, so to ensure transparency, we have proposed a blockchain prototype for this particular process. So it comes under 9. Goal number 9, innovation, industry and infrastructure. Then this last year, we received this project, automated deep learning based road accident alert system. So this is coming under smart cities, sustainable cities and communities. Then the previous block, we have another one for tracking the supply chain management system for dairy product. This is dairy chain. This comes under responsible consumption and production, goal number 12. Then last, we have an effective prediction model for the seafood based on regression and ontology to secure the quality of seafood. The case study is conducted in Oman, life below water. So these research projects are linked to each one of these SDGs. So again, I encourage all of you, those who wish to do any sort of research, go and read the Sustainable Development Goals in detail. I have just given you few ideas only. Okay. So when you see, I can show you the site. This is the site. Here, all the goals are given here, and any proposal calls also given. Like any fund is some agencies, they have included some proposal call. So you can just go to each goal. So for example, goal number 1, there are different events. Okay. There are some publications. So you can go through that and find out one suitable topic. Okay, so that you also contribute to this sustainable development goal of UN. So this is the UN website. So all the 17 goals with the details. What are the details? How far they have achieved, everything is given here. Okay, from the history, you can just go through it, read and understand. So, why I'm telling this to focus, your research can be a different one, not like a very normal one everyone is doing. So there is no research is like, it's like an innovation. You are doing something different from others, unique one. So if you focus on one of these goals and pick a topic, okay, you yourself, when you write a publication, you can say that this is related or this is linked to one of these goals. So this will be very useful. Okay, in fact, we all like to increase the visibility of our research. So this will be very important. So go through these 17. We don't have time to discuss each one, but for each one, they have given complete details. The target, even when you take a goal, the target is given here. So you can just see the target. So I did not mention about the target. So under each goal, there is target. For example, 1.1, 1.2. So you can just understand what is the target and then you can just go through that. Coming back to my presentation. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. These are the references I have used to prepare the presentation. So thank you very much. I think I am on time. Here it is 1 o'clock, so 2:30.
Thank you, ma'am, for the informative session. Honorable Chief Guests, Present Excellencies, teachers, and my dear friends. Firstly, I thank the coordinators for giving me the opportunity to express my gratitude. On day 1 of this international conference on machine intelligence in research and development, I'm required to comment upon this wonderful and informative informative session conducted by respected Dr. Vinu Shiriman. In the interests of the College Education Council, coordinators, volunteers, and all present, and on my personal behalf, I express my heartfelt thanks to you, ma'am. We wish you success in all your endeavors and future researches and projects. Finally, I would once again love to extend thanks to Dr. Vinu Shirman and everyone who contributed to the session in the name of SNGCE and ICMRD. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the organizers once again, and best wishes to all the speakers later. Thank you very much.